News 13's Caitlin Pinter talked with restaurant and bar owners today.
They say this is huge for them after a very tough and emotional year.
The two main things that people are excited about are that alcohol time being pushed back to 11 p.m. and also just the fact that bars can be open indoors.
After almost a year of bad news, Wednesday's announcement from Governor Roy Cooper ended the day on a good note for those whose livelihoods have been deeply impacted by the pandemic.
It is very stressful, particularly right now. I'm waiting for the next check from the government.
Asheville musician George Trouble hopes this means he'll be able to start touring again. In the last year, he's only gotten one gig.
So it sort of stopped everything.
For bars like the Burger Bar, Friday will be the first time in almost a year they're allowed to welcome people inside. They've relied on their patio for outdoor sales, but owner Crystal Capitini says they were barely making $200 a day due to the 9 p.m. alcohol curfew.
I pretty much started crying. It's been 2 weeks shy of a full year. It really does help, and I'm happy with it being 30%. I'd rather have a small group of well-behaved, respectful customers than a house full of idiots.
After a rough winter business and weather-wise, restaurants are eager for the changes too.
It's just a relief to be able to be open longer, serve guests at a later time.
Eric Sheffer owns Jetty Ray's and Vinny's Neighborhood Italian. He thinks this will boost business by 10 to 15%.
Oh my God, it's wonderful.
Restaurant and bar owners say it's still so important to follow the 3 W's to keep COVID numbers down, with the hopes that maybe even more good things are to come.
I'm hoping for spring, maybe early summer, that we go to 60%, maybe 65% inside as people start to feel more comfortable.
Restaurant owners say this should serve as yet another reminder to support local businesses because they say they still need your help.
Governor Cooper's easing of restrictions is good news for many business owners. But as News 13's Taylor Stewart shows us, the past year has some downtown Asheville business owners considering closing for good.
It's a difficult decision to stay open or close your doors for good, but that's the situation for many Asheville businesses.
Oh, they closed.
Locked doors, empty chairs, and very slow days for many retail stores. Numerous downtown Asheville business owners have closed up shop amid the pandemic.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. This thing, I think, has been, it's hit a lot of us harder than we could have ever thought.
Alex Carr, owner of Tops for Shoes, says every day seems unpredictable.
It's not anywhere over. It's going to be going on for a while now, I think.
93 business owners responded to a new survey from the Asheville Downtown Association. 17 of them say they're on the verge of permanent closure. 2 already closed or forced to move. 74 business owners holding out. Hazel 20 owner Lexi Dieso is among those planning to stick it out.
I'm responsible for my 12 ladies that work for me. They're like family. So it's scary. It's stressful.
The 93 businesses included in the survey reported unavoidable job cuts, resulting in the loss of 261 full-time employees. Part-time employees took a hit too, losing 216 jobs. 32 contract workers found themselves without a job.
How many sleepless nights do we want? Do we want to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about finances? And at what cost?
ADA's survey shows half of the businesses reported a 20 to 60% revenue loss. Less than a quarter reported no loss of revenue. But for businesses reliant on tourism, owners say the next few months are crucial.
I think business is going to pick up in April, especially as soon as the warm weather hits.
I'm in it for the long haul and just trusting and hoping that we are going to have a really profound rebound.
In Asheville, I'm Taylor Stewart, News 13.
Teachers and school staff are now eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. State health officials announced starting today, anyone working in childcare or K-12 schools will be the first in Group 3 to get the vaccine. News 13's Taylor Young breaks down how counties are handling the rollout plan.
The vaccination process for teachers and educators has already begun in some counties across the state. Here in the mountains, it varies county to county. A line of cars wrapping around Northern Johnson High School in Johnson County this morning. About 2,000 teachers and school staff getting their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine.
It will give me a little bit more peace of mind. Not only that I won't get it, but that I won't take it home to my family.
In Henderson County, a group of school staff getting their first dose Wednesday through Pardee Hospital. The public school district says the volunteers will be working upcoming vaccination clinics designated to school staff. A spokesperson for the district says 1,300 vaccination appointments have been made available through Pardee and Blue Ridge Health, which covers every staff member interested in getting the vaccine. As for charter schools and early childhood education centers in the county, a spokesperson for Advent Health says they are working on a plan right now to get staff vaccinated.
We have a great facility just across from the hospital. It's a former marketplace, but we have actually transformed it into a vaccine clinic site that we can use as we get enough community public vaccines available. And in this case, we'd be able to bring in teachers and work them through in a very efficient and effective way.
The hospital says it's working on getting a better sense of how many educators and school staff are interested in receiving the vaccine, as well as how large shipment sizes from the state will be.
When we have these conversations and we have the vaccines in hand, we will get them into those arms.
In Buncombe County, school administrators are sending a list of educators and school staff who are interested in getting vaccinated. The county will then schedule appointments and begin vaccinating school staff at AB Tech on Saturday. In Haywood County, the health department says it will begin the vaccination process for teachers and school staff starting next week. Reporting in Buncombe County, Taylor Young, News 13.